We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins now on 2nd down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now the Packers get set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
319!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The give is to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Tight right. Get 300. Get 300. He's coming. We got double up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully point.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Oko, over here. Gun.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
19. 55, 55. Eat. Hey, keep it up.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A screen to Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Tight left. 319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A give to Bell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 319. Hey, watch that. Check right 54.
On second down, it's Bell. And room there to work it inside the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, you got four down.
The hard. 180.
Like 50.
Black.
Watch his flat.
First down, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he coughed it up. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Yellow.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Wide. Lucky 50.
Here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
That's what I'm talking about. 6.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Forbath, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Green 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, flipper. Gun.
Play fake. Cousins. Try to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Cousins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Final play of the half. Cousins. Lets it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Yeah, Liz. 319.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Rodgers operating from the gun. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Get there. Let's go, come on. No. 319.
Again, it's Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's J.K. Scott now. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rhino!
2nd down, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
50-50.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Third and long for Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
319, blue 58. It's 26.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
319.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 4 down.
No. Blue 58.
Spike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Line left. Jumbo. Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
No. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On first down, Rodgers. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Tight end right.
Hey, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Green 18.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Green 18.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Go, hey.
This is Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw on second down, Rodgers flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Zoom, zoom. Look again.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Bell. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Green 19.
Here's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
4 down, 4 down.
Green 19 to none.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Green 19. Green 19.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is Bell on the dump-off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Crosby puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Rhino.
Check.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go. Wide, wide. Ringo.
He'll look to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Wide, wide. Zebra. Wide. Hey, steamer. Where's the hot?
One last shot now for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us.